Oh, just looking for the video, everybody. Hello, how are we all going this morning? Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Just going to pop this into... What are we in? We're in week 4. And it's a card making class video. And then just adding this to the guide, just making it easier for people to find it straight up. Depending on how you watch classes or find them. And then we're in week 4, 2023. That's the one. Hello, Janice. How are you? There you go. Okay, it's week 4 of 2023. Oh, I don't want to say the year's flying by, but it's feeling a little bit like that. I think it's only when I think about it, it feels like that. Oh, I was thinking, oh, someone's ripped me off and cut a bit out. No, that was me. That's my fussy cutting. So we had to fussy cut one of the pieces of paper 3, the half that had the fussy cuts on it. It's got our elegance word and our forever word. So with Swan Princess, I've made a few mini books. I've made a taggy booky thingy majiggy. I've done lots of things with Swan Princess. It's been out for about a year, or nearly a year. I think it might have been February last year. It was January or February last year. I think it was February. It's only got 3 papers, but they're pretty cool. We're doing more with Swan Princess on Sunday, actually. The Geeks number 16 online craft show is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but we're going to do some stuff on Sunday, and we're going to use some more Swan Princess. So we've got the Swan Vellum, which is really popular. Hello, Misty. I met Misty yesterday. They've not long moved to Gladstone, Misty and her husband and son. So hello and welcome to class. Hello, Tash. Oh, that's good. I'm pretty good, Janice. I'm getting there. It is a good morning, Misty. It is a good morning. I haven't really done much this morning. I was just on a watching a live business thing. So just trying to be a bit more conscious that I'm meant to be a businesswoman these days. Okay, so what have we got? We've got, let's put one of these pieces of white aside to use on our page tomorrow night, maybe. And we've got one piece of smooth white card. Really, what am I going to do? Well, elegance I might put on the page, but I could put forever on here. We'd do a bit of a wedding card, couldn't we? We really could do a wedding card. I do love Swan Princess. I love these flowers. You can see that when I cut out the little bitses, I leave little tiny bits of white around. And occasionally I cut bits off. Let's have a look. See. So this one is from here. So if I have issues with something, I might occasionally stop. That one's from there. And there. There. See, I cut these little red berries off. I think I might have started by accidentally snipping some off, and then the rest got snippered off. And then this one goes here. And I do keep the bigger pieces from between because they're good to punch shapes out of or die cut letters and numbers and things for cards and things. And my little flowers are all in here, all my individual flowers. I think I need to make, well, I've got half started. I just haven't finished it. Is these little flowers as a fussy cut element sheet. I wish I could show you the stuff. So Thursday, oh my gosh. Has anyone worked out what collections are getting reboots over the weekend? Has anyone worked it out? Had a mooch around in the album for this week and seen it? What's happening? Hello, Pam. Yeah, busy is good. It's not busy like hectic chaos. It's awesome creative. It's busy creative. I like the word. Busy is meant to be a bad word, but I like that. Yeah, I get to do what I love. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Beryl. Swan Princess is definitely on Sunday. Yes. Did I say Swan? I hope I said we were using Swan Princess. Do you want to see a little sneak peek? Not meant to show you this. Just going to quickly show you something that you won't see for quite a while. So there's a bit of Swan Princess on here. Then I'll put that over there. That's not for this weekend. That's for something else. So yeah, maybe we make a. These squares are lovely, aren't they? These are beautiful. But yeah, so hopefully someone's noticed what we're using on the weekend. So I'll use a bit of that. But do a bit of that, like that. And then put a piece of this. Could actually kind of, let's tear around that. Maybe. And then maybe some of this. Could do one of our hand cut hearts with this, couldn't we? And then sort of layer some, because something I get asked an awful lot is about layering. Like it's about layering cutouts to make them. I don't have any projects at home except for that one. I'm just going to show you this. It's like the layering of bits and pieces to make it look natural. Does that make sense? Was it Lemoncraft? Oh, Lemoncraft, one box arrived yesterday. Apparently the other box is getting delivered today of Lemoncraft. No, we've got reboots happening this weekend. Hello, Kathy. I'm going to, on my free time, I'm actually going to do a video. We're going to do a lot more. There's been a bit of confusion about the changes to our classes. And what I'm actually going to do is do a lot more talking about what we're going to do. We're going to do, a bit more education about what's going to happen with the classes and all the ways you'll still be able to access classes and information. Okay, so I've got a piece of smooth white. Let's get a corner I haven't bangled because I bangled that corner just before. And I'm going to cut a 6-inch by 12-inch piece. So yes, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, each day will be a different one of our collections that we will be rebooting, adding product to, making it go further. giving you ways to use it. There's lots of classes. There is in the album for this week, and the link is up the top in Facebook, and it's down the bottom in YouTube, depending on which way you're watching this. Hello, Helen. Helen is over on the tube watching this. Depending on how, like, yeah. What was I saying? I hate vertigo. I'll lose my train of thought. Oh, so in the album there is a little square picture thing, and it's got the outline for the classes for the weekend. That's what I was saying. There is in the album for this week, and the link is up the top in Facebook and down the bottom in YouTube. So we're going to cut a 5 3/4 inch by 5 3/4 inch. I'm not going to do 8s today. Square. So it's 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And if you miss the card base, it's 6 inches by 12 inches. We're going to make a square card. That's very busy, isn't it? But it's nice. Let me go there. I think we'll go with this one. Okay, so to cut this, without cutting the barcode off, because we want to leave the barcode on for the moment, to cut this in a way that is both economical and going to give us the best result, like the most bang for our buck. What we want is to be able to just cut the portion out. So it's this bit here we want. We want a 5.5 by 5.5 inch piece of that. So make sure we're holding it. Yep, it's there. So we're going to put it in our trimmer, and we're going to cut it 5.5 inches. I'm going to find the 5.5 here. So it's there. Put my finger there. So we're just going to cut just beyond there. And then we're just going to slide. And this is even if you've got like a rotary trimmer, like a rolly one. Slide this into the 5.5 inch mark. Let's have a look at that. So that's 5.5 by 5.5. Nothing like that. Sorry you were late. That's okay, Quentin. Hello, Mary. Hello, Marie. I love your new collections. Thank you for the horses. They are stunning. They're pretty cool. I knew you would love the horses, Pam. So we've got horses coming in A Day to Remember. So if you missed out, like if you forgot or you got sidetracked, if you missed out on booking into the A Day to Remember hybrid retreat, you've still got a little tiny bit of time that you can book, but the only way to book is to contact us, and then we will invoice you. You have missed the early bird price, so it's now $95 for online and like virtual, and $215 for in-store. So we're going to cut here just inside the white edge here on this bit, and we're just going to cut down just inside the white edge. We're just going to cut down just a little beyond the leaves. So I'll show you where we've cut to. This is paper 2, so see how we've cut down to about there. And what we're going to do because we're just gonna just sort of tear it. Around here like that. I don't know if this is going to look any good. That's weird. It's got a bit of weirdness to it. We're going to have to work on it. Wow. Aren't we ever? Two bits of this. Let's keep to this one. So do we want a square in the middle or a circle? Or do we think, hello Desley, how are you? Or do we think we want a heart? The square is just too there. But it needs a piece of this, you know. We need to. We want to be able to. Or do we put a circle? I do a lot of circles. Like, let's just be honest here. I do a lot of circles. So we did like a circle. Let's get the tape to mimic the circle. This tape is got small enough that now it's not a nice circle. You need wider tape so it has a solid circle, because this is not a nice circle anymore. Do we think a circle? And put them around. I actually think we might put a square of this that comes in quite a bit. And then we're going to fake a circle. How's that? Oh, I've got an idea. Okay. So, this one here was 5.5. So it came in a fair bit. Let's cut a... See, sorry. I bumped you. Let's cut a 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch of this. Let's shove it in this way for plain. So we're back on paper 3 again. So 4.5 by 4.5. And what that'll give us is we'll see a lot of that beautiful piece of paper. Then we're going to kind of fake a circle, or do we add to the pattern overload and make it vellum a circle? Maybe not. many sequins have we got? We've got a few. Okay. So, what if we do, like, we mark out our circle and then where our, well, maybe not those sequins, where our flowers aren't, we do like a sequin circle, but we try not to make it look tacky. I know. That's a contradiction of terms, isn't it? Because it could look tacky. Do you know what I mean? Like we continue our circle with the sequins where the flowers are not. Okay. Let's do that. Yes, let's. Okay. Yes, keep from the red ones. So the red tape, this red tape, I keep the plastic centers because it's a plastic center. And it does not make me happy. But don't throw them out. They're useful. Maybe we'll use the center of a red tape. So it's a red tape, the red embossing and glitter foil tape. We'll use that center. Reuse, recycle, repurpose. Refrain from chucking stuff in the bin. That's exactly how it goes. So this is even better than a tape circle, because this actually gives you the chance to have a inner circle and an outer circle. So you've got two sizes. Circles look lovely on cards, don't they, Marie? Oh, and Marie, I have to say, congratulations on those twin baby girls on their way. How exciting for you guys. After all those boys, you're having twin granddaughters. How awesome. It's just so wonderful. The kids looked over the moon at the reveal. Just so excited. I'm grinning from ear to ear. I just think it's so wonderful. Doesn't matter what they were going to be. It would have been so wonderful. I probably would have said exactly the same thing about twin grandsons. Okay. Do we think we're going to distress this? I think we might. So in this situation, what distressing is going to bring us is a little tiny bit of white. So it's going to bring the tiniest little bit of white around the edges. So let's get a distress out. Done all my own chrome memory shape cutters the other day. So much easier to use. Yeah, I would trace them, but I wouldn't cut with them, but I would probably trace with them. But yeah, they would make life really easy, Jacqueline. Very exciting. Yes, we need girls to even the odds. Amy was hoping for girls. Oh, there you go. Little boys would be very loved too. Yeah. Boys or girls. Kids are just wonderful. Kids are a wonderful legacy in life. So when you're distressing, if you don't have a distressing tool, distressing tools are great, and they're actually worth the investment. You've got 7 spots. Old distressing tools used to only have one of these. This is like a thread cut. It is a thread cutter. Let's just be honest. It's a thread cutter. These are much better simply because it's easy to hold. The squares were obnoxiously difficult to hold. You can hook it on something or your bag, or, you know, tie a piece of ribbon on it with your name on or something. But you've got 7 spots, whereas with the old style ones, when you wore it out, which my mother wore several out because she was a mad keen distresser, that was it. It was stuffed. Whereas you've got 7 spots with this one, and you can use the spot that's the most comfortable. Like, it depends on how I feel, like which one I use and which is most comfortable. So yeah, there are other options. Like, don't use your fussy cutting scissors and that sort of thing. But yeah, use old blunt scissors, but I'm going to say the best thing is a distressing tool. Even though you'll see my daughter pick up a pair of scissors. But Naomi John's different. She doesn't distress the way we distress. Let's just put it that way. She does it more to rip things. She's more interested in the ripping effect and the absolutely trashing the paper. My boys were such lovely babies. I couldn't have wished for better children. Yep. Go through the terror. Yep. Yeah. It has a lot. Well, actually, some casual and relaxed parents do get kids that are a bit, a bit difficult. But I found the more relaxed I was, the more relaxed the child was. Okay. Mine were pretty good. They had their moments. I poked a hole in that piece of paper. Rightio. So let's cut the middle out of this piece. It needs to be, we need to not have so much weight. We're making a square card, a single front square card, and the issue with that is that we could end up with a card that falls over. So we're going to flip this bit over to the back. Don't look at the back. And flip our piece that goes on the front over. Center it. Then we're going to make our little check marks just outside without getting pencil on it. Whole point of this is if you slip with a pencil, you don't see it. And then inside, we're going to come in like a good 1/2 inch or so, and we're going to draw our inside line. There we go. See, 3. And we cut the middle out of the glitter, so we've got that. And that could actually be, I wonder if we did a ring, a glitter ring, just to prove how awesome a thing that is, this tool. That's a potential idea instead of our other one. And then when we put this on, just check it because there's writing on it. Number of times I put the writing on something sideways. Okay, so we did need to distress. We need to distress this one. Now I'm distressing the tears, which seems silly, and it probably is silly, but. And then we're going to distress the top, because we're going to stick this on and then trim it off to size. Okay, let's take the glitter card out of the equation because it's a bit of a pain. And let's stick these together so that then we can get this on and get it to size and then get ourselves a little bit further along. I want to try and show you, I've made some mini... But yeah, but makes really good use of the patterns, like lots of different patterns. So far we've got basically 3 patterns here, haven't we? This is awesome. We could have cut a swan out, couldn't we? Oh, all children will test the boundaries at times. Yes. Yep. Kids have got to test their environmental boundaries, don't they? So we're going to pop this on and try and have it that it's straight. Let's just... Yeah, I think it looks sort of straightish. It's not really. It's close. Okay. So then what we're going to do, now why I don't cut this with these ones is they're serrated. Actually, most of the serrate's probably almost gone, but they're serrated. So I'm not a fan of the serrated edge on things. But I will definitely use it to cut the middle out. And I've used the wrong scissors. I should have used the Teflon ones for this, so the paper didn't stick to my fussy cutting scissors. And then we're going to re-distress this edge. So it could have been serrated, really, but it's a habit. I try and stay in good habits. If I don't cut edges with the serrated scissors, I never cut edges with serrated scissors. And I'm thinking we're going to try something. So let's get our center from our light. Let's tilt it down in my eyes. We went to SA Scrap on Saturday, did some die cutting and realised the words were upside down. Redid the whole lot. Oh, I went to a scrap. Oh no, Beryl. Oh no. Oh dear. Stress edges of paper pieces. Thank you, Jacqueline. Jacqueline's the best scribe, isn't she? I have a parcel to collect today from the post office. Woohoo, Mary. Yeehaw. Okay. So we're going to use our pencil. And this is one of the places where having a 2B pencil works really well because the glitter card's not very accepting. The back of the glitter card isn't necessarily accepting of HB pencil. So I'm going to try and have it the same angle the whole way around. Started on an angle. I'm going to keep it on an angle. Oh, yeah. Ooh, geez. And then I do use my tin scissors, like my or old scissors for this because it's glitter card. It's not great for your fussy cutting scissors. So if you're finding it a bit difficult, just go beyond. Remember what I always say is we move the paper, not the scissors. And try not to. One thing I do wrong a lot, I'm just going to rough cut it out because this bit here is creating too much tension on it and it's working against me when I'm trying to cut. One thing I do is I hold the scissors too tight. Now, I'm kind of making an oopsie here because I should do... And now that I've got rid of that tension, it's much easier for me to go around the corner. Okay, so let's cut the innards out now. So we'll need to rough cut the innards like this. We'll need to come around and rough cut it all so that that tension's broken and it's easier to get a smoother cut around. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to get it to be nice and smooth because we're fighting against the tension of that big piece of inner circle. Now, if you had cutting dies, and they will cut through this is Kaiser Craft glitter card. It cuts like butter. It's beautiful. I would cut the inner circle and then the outer circle. Use your magnetic C-plate to help with it and a little tiny bit of like washi tape. If you don't have washi tape, take the stick off some double-sided tape by sticking it to yourself a few times. And then use that. Trying not to cut this on an angle because if I cut it on an angle, I'm going to end up with a little white edge on the front, which I'll feel the need to remove. Cutting the middle out first is much better because it means that it's a bit more stable. If I'm fussy cutting things like this, I cut the inner bits out first and then I come back and cut around the outside. Otherwise, I've cut the outside and then I'm trying to cut the innards out of something that's tiny and flimsy. Looks like the video is still going. Okay, the video is still going. Just gonna remove this. Hello, Di. Di's over on YouTube as well. Right, we're back on. It was just the screen over there. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut around here, and then we'll look at what the front looks like and hope I haven't cut it on an angle to get a little white edge. It's just a little bit tougher here because I've got this big piece here, so it's creating a bit of resistance to how I want to cut around the corner. Oh, that's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And then what we can do is we can, and when we stick these on, if we have little bits of it showing, that's cute. I think that one's a bit big. That, and then we can use some of these little guys. Yep. What do we think? I don't think we've made one of them before. Look at that. That's the first. That doesn't work there. Oh, it looks better there. I think we need to paint that. And maybe we'll paint it in the purple. Just as a bit of a contrast, because there's tiny touches of purple here and there. And if we paint our forever in the purple, it'll look really nice. I haven't made these little forever words a product yet. I didn't really know if anyone wanted them. Yep. Second guessing myself is one of my bad habits. Yeah. Let's do that now. Okay, so I'm going to get metallics, paints out. We're going to have a look at what's in here. Let's get metallic paint out because we sell this purple in a tube on its own. So if you don't like the other colours, that's okay. You just buy the purple on its own. We have it in a single tube. Okay, I didn't get a jar of water. Put a little bit of water there. Just looking around, I've got nothing to clean my mess up with. Just a tiny bit of water on our brush. Oh, crud-a-majig. Yep. Let's suction that back in. Bring that up. Bring that up near the surface. Suction it back in. I was just looking around because I have nothing to wipe up with because they stole my cloth nappy. Someone cleaned something up with it. I was working on that. It was like a piece of art. Just gonna... Now I've got paint everywhere. Let's just pack the paint up and just paint from my finger. Now that I've showed you what not to do today, with your paint. You know what? It's not worth crying over spilt paint. Just a tiny bit of water. Not quite that much. Just want a little bit of water so it doesn't grab, so it goes on nice and smooth. It's a nice little brush. I love the set of brushes, and I have them, but they're in they're not on my desk here. They're in another set of art stuff. Amelia has a set as well. Di gave them to her for Christmas, I think. And they're the set of Montmartre brushes that I've got, like the fan brush for flicking, which there's also on Naomi John's YouTube channel, and she's done a video here in the group before, remember, making fan brush flowers. Now that is an awesome video. And so, yeah, and it's got nice little brushes like this and brushes of all different sizes. It is a great brush set. But I don't have it on my desk here because we use it for doing art. The girls and I were meant to have committed to doing art together on Saturday nights. So that's what happens when you leave a paintbrush in a tub of water too long. The ferrule falls off. Right, there we go. That's nice and clean now. And let's find it. I have... Nope. Really? It's nothing. There's nothing here at all. Oh, there it is. I found it. Something got put on top. Yeah, it's cloth nappy. I'm trying to go baby wipe free. I think I'm going to have to because I want to do some stamping. And yeah, the cloth nappy is not great for cleaning up stamps. You do need wipes to clean stamps. So I might just get a small pack of wipes and then hide them in the drawer. Look at that. That's perfect. So that is just called Purple, and we sell it in a tube on its own, but it's in the set, metallic set. Oh, I think there's one of these left in the store, these sets. Talking about releasing other types of their paints in those sets, so that's going to be cool. Okay, so let's decide where we're going to stick our circle. If we're going to stick it sort of towards the top or in the center. Stick it sort of towards the top like that. And we put it in the center. Let's put it in the center. Glitched for a few seconds. Yeah, mine glitched out. I don't know why either. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Beryl. Alicia has definitely converted me to more floral papers since I met her. She does make beautiful. Thank you, Jacqueline. I'm not a busy paper person, but there are ways and means to use busy paper. Honestly, there is a purpose to busy paper. Amelia still hasn't returned to my other glue. Okay, so let's put a little bit of glue. Could use Dimensional Magic Glossy Accents. I'm going to say I'm not an advocate for gluing your photos down. Someone asked me about that on the weekend. Would I ever glue photos? No. No. So this weekend, because it is a GIX, which is short for Great International Craft Show, because it's a GIX online craft show weekend, that means we'll have a Saturday night class as well. And I think we're intending on doing a Sunday night as well. But Sunday night, you're going to have Naomi John. So I'm doing So Naomi's doing Thursday night with her mixed media, and she's using the Day One Reboot products. And then Friday night you've got me, and then Saturday night is me, and then Sunday night's Naomi John. Okay, so let's get some foam tape. Actually, before we do that, before we get any more excited, let's stick this to our glitter base and get our tape on it ready to stick to our card, just in case things are wet or a little too dimensional to do this sticking tape on. So let's add our tape around. Now we know this tape is not necessarily going to hold it in place because glitter card doesn't like being stuck to. So remove our tape backs. 2.5 inch circle. Let me tell you how big the circle is. So this is from the red tape. So the inside's 3 inches and the outside is 3 and it's about 3 3/8. It's just under 3 3/8. I'm not going to go to the extreme of 16ths. Then we carefully turn it over, and then what we need to do is we need to use tape to join the back of the glitter card to the back of the rest of the card. And what that does is it holds it all together, because that glitter card is not going to want to stick to the thing on top of it. You could glue it, but the problem with glue is it's wet. Well, that's what it should be right. And wet things wrinkle. So that's the big issue with glue, is it can then look like someone weird on your project. It's especially so when you're talking about photos. If you glue photos, they can wrinkle. You also limit your ability to later on. Now, I'm not an advocate for redoing pages. I don't believe in redoing pages. No matter how early on in my scrapbooking days a page was made, or whether that photo was scrapbooked by my children, because, you know, even if they were 2 when they scrapbooked it, they scrapbooked that with all their heart, love, care, and attention. I don't re-scrapbook things. I don't do it. It's just not. It's not in my wheelhouse. Not my thing. But you do want to be able to, if that's the only photo of Great Aunt Mavis, you do want to be able to take the photo off, have it double-sided taped on, take the photo off, scan it, and then pop the photograph back on if you need the photograph, if you need to copy the photograph. I do believe in that. So even my children's pages that they did when they were 2, because they all started scrapbooking at a very young age, their photos are taped on. But I don't re-scrapbook. I don't believe in re-scrapbooking. Sorry to everyone that is a re-scrapbooker, but I don't believe in re-scrapbooking. So I'm going to put this one here. And then see this little guy. So it's, I think it's the average size. No, it's one of the bigger ones, but not the biggest. Oh no, it is the biggest. It's the biggest one. We're going to just put some foam behind him. But I know we're talking about cards, but I'm also cautious with cards about how I stick them together. Let's put that there. Okay. And then let's take, just so you can see which ones I've used, which, so we've got this one. You can take a screenshot, and then we've got this one, and then we've added this flower to it. So let's take this one here, if you take a screenshot of that, I've only ever used tape. Yeah, no, I don't like the concept of re-scrapbooking. I just think, okay, so we're going to actually butcher this one here. So let's just nicely cut around this flower here. We're actually going to butcher this one to make this go further. So then down here, so this big one here, let's just sort of cut it in half like that and use glue on it this time. Glue is good for small things and glitter card. Big things gets wrinkly. So we sort of want to, so this bit here, let's come in and let's snip there and a bit of this petal off here. Put a little bit of glue just down on the base area. So I've got a bit of glue on these two leaves here and the stalk and then these two leaves. And we're going to just sort of carefully, without getting glue everywhere like I just did. Oh, and we need to push that under. Just clean up the glue because the glue dries glossy. So it's just come out under there. And then these ones you can just curl a bit. Do that to all your leaves. You can actually curl the leaves, bend them. Rightio. What have we got left? Oh, gotta put a bit on the glue. Okay, so let's take this bit here and sort of snip across there. The berries there. Sort of snipped across it. Can you see the serrated edge? No, the video doesn't show that. And then what we're going to do is put glue under here. So you can see that nothing's floating like it's just been sneezed onto the card, and it's all, sorry, that's the dishwasher. It's all got an actual purpose. I've got foam under here. Let's just lift that up a little. Tuck that under nicely. Not too far, but and put foam back in place. There we go. And that brings a little bit of, so we've got purple, purple, purple. And then we're going to pop this in here like this. Like that. And it's bold enough to stand out. What do we put it down here? Like that. No, the Small Forever has not made it to the online store because I just didn't know if people wanted it. Do you guys want the Small Forever? I hadn't put it on. I just didn't know. I was second guessing myself. So I'm just cutting little tiny slithers of tape. This is why I like the tape, the foam tape on a roll. So I've just got this little piece and I just cut a little slither off. Make sure your old scissors or your gungy scissors you use on tape and that are Teflon, and that's why I use the Tim scissors. Teflon and sharp. Oh, I cut something on the weekend with Tim scissors. Oh, we're cutting contact. And Naomi's Tim scissors weren't as sharp as mine, I think it was. So we want this inside the boundaries so that it, yeah. But let me know if you want. Has anyone worked out what the other three collections? So Swan Princess we're doing on Sunday, obviously, because I said that. Has anyone worked out what the other 3 collections are? We're going to be rebooting on the weekend. One of them we've been yakking about for weeks. Ow, that's my finger. You need to put enough adhesive on that it's not going to fall to pieces. But yeah, and the cool thing about like foam when it's cut down quite thin, and try not to fiddle too much with the sticky side, is that it can go around corners. It bends quite nicely. So where do we want to go? We want to go there, didn't we? And we want to bring this leaf up in front. Maybe a little. Maybe not too much. I like that. And see, we bulked out that one cluster with a little flower here, some leaves, and a flower. And we've got flower and berries and a flower here. And then we've got this inner bit. And you know what you could do is you could come along and like a fussy cut around this. And then, I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'm going to show you. You can just fussy cut around this bit in the middle here. So we could use that, and then we could cut out this little leaf and use it. But I'm going to keep both of these ready for tomorrow night, because obviously we've got a bit left that we can use. And look, we've got a bit of glitter card we've salvaged. You could definitely cut some letters, numbers, or die cut some little shapes. And we've got a bit of pattern paper. I tell you what's great out of the glitter card scraps is, oh, this is my favourite circle die. Still my favourite circle die. So I made a ninja card with this. So with Studio Light dies, they're die sets. Like this is to make a shaker, a circle shaker card. They come with these little dies, and the purpose of these is to cut out glitter card scraps, like cut from your glitter card scraps. So what will I get? I'll get 3 stars out of that, maybe a 4th one over there. And you make your own confetti. Like you can make your own sequin replacement. Are we going to put sequins on this card? Let's have a look. Do we need sequins? I know we were going to at one stage put a sequin. I think we might just take a couple of sequins. Let's put these little tiny clary ones, some of them maybe, little tiny pink ones. When you have a sequin that's a bit thick like this one, when you slide it to the side, you'll find it's quite possibly several sequins that are stuck together. do you think? Some little sequins. Yeah, let's put a couple of little sequins. Oh, there's my leaf. See my leaf I just cut out. Put in there for tomorrow. So, I'm going to put some glue, just a little line of glue. Sorry, I like to kind of. I do have to pre-record 3 classes for the weekend. So, I've managed to get these little sequins for you guys that don't have centers. I thought they were different and interesting. I like different. I think different is good. Different is, yeah. There's a very valid point to different when it comes to sequins and little interesting things. So see how I'm not just doing them all in one area. I'm sort of jumping around, but I'll make sure I include the same type of sequin a couple of times. I like them to be tucked in behind things or not far out, you know, like they make sense, like they're scattering out. Like I wouldn't put one like right in the dead center either. And I don't like them to line up because, yeah, I've got some weird things. Is that lined up there? Nearly. It's come down just a little. Okay, we're back again. And now it's adjusted where the video is. All right, can everyone hear us again? Okay, are we back with sound? We're back again? Dearie me. Obviously, they really want to speak to me. It's not school. Both schools come up on my phone, and it wasn't one of the schools. Hopefully, they don't try and ring it again. I think one down here. There's one there. So you can shut your eyes and then open them, looking at your project, and your attention will be drawn to where you need to fix something or something that's out of place. So you shut your eyes, open your eyes, and you'll sort of see what's wrong. Or you can actually defocus your eyes looking at it, defocus your eyes, and your attention will be drawn to the thing that you may need to change or the thing that makes you happy. And think about it, like it's not necessarily going to draw your attention to the thing that needs to be changed if it makes you happy. I like it. When I open my eyes, it all looks perfect to me. Okay, so now let's fold our card base in half And what I do is I'm going to look, and either this one or this one is going to be longer. So one of them is going to be slightly longer because I'm not perfect. And the one that's slightly longer, I make the front by lining the other one up just a fractionally short. Just like a 1/4 millimeter short. So the shorter one, the one that's not as wide. Oh, and my bone folder wasn't clean. Yeah, that's right. Oh, my mat needs a good clean. See, it seems clean, but when you put something on to score it or to fold it, that's when you know it's not clean. Making sure a couple of times that, yep, that opens correct. Noah is left-handed, and he actually makes his cards to open the other way. And then he goes, well, everyone else just needs to learn how to open a left-handed card. But, yes. And that's okay. Maybe one day everyone will appreciate their left-handed cards. His friends always get left opening cards. Yep. And that's okay. They get that they're going to get that. Well, and they're quite happy because they get handmade cards from him. There we go. What do we think? Want to take your screenshots? I've got to go to an appointment. I will watch the rest of this live and replay. Awesome. Get up and look at my project from a distance. Yes, and that's a really good idea, Marie, looking at your project from a distance. Thank you, Jacqueline. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Janice. So thank you, everyone, for your lovely comments. Hello, if I didn't say hello. I try to say hello to everybody. I do make an effort to say hello to everyone. Let us know what you thought of Friday night. Friday night, thank you, Marie. Friday night, we streamed to the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, and into this group to make it easier for people to find Friday night's video. The only issue was it was very hard. I could only see the comments out on main Facebook and the names of people that comment on YouTube. It was difficult for me to say hello to everyone. Naomi John was saying hello to people for me. So let us know what you thought of that. If you felt that it was okay, or if you felt a little disconnected, we can go back to the other way of doing it. It's about making you guys happy, making myself happy, and creating something fun. So thank you, Misty. Thank you, Jacqueline. Hello, Raquel. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I didn't get a chance to join in Friday night. It was a big week. I'm sure it was a very big weekend for you guys, Marie, with the baby reveal, the reveal of the twins. Yeah, very exciting. So thank you for coming along. There might be a unboxing this afternoon, or it may be tomorrow morning, of the second box of Lemoncraft that was well, it just didn't make it with the first box yesterday. But yeah, so thank you for coming along. You'll see us again. We'll be back tomorrow night with the scrapbooking class with the rest of this kit. What else is there? Yeah. Oh, don't forget social morning tomorrow morning in the shop from 9 o'clock or 9:30. It's free. Come along. Tea and coffee. Share some laughs. Kathy comes along. Hey, Kathy. So yeah, thank you, Disley. So take care. Stay safe. Have an amazingly wonderful day. And we will see you all really soon, either in an unboxing or in tomorrow night's class. And don't forget, this weekend is a Geeks online craft show. So there's going to be classes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 to 5 classes every day, all free, and it'll be fun. And I'm going to try and do a little bit of video or an instruction thing or some sort of how-to on how to access my classes and Naomi's class in the Geeks classroom for free. You can only access them live and you can only access the current show's ones as they happen. But I'll try and put something together to help you to get into that, because you've got to do it the day, like you've got to do it before you want to access it, because it takes time. So yeah, thank you, Kathy and Marie. Thank you, Raquel. So take care, stay safe, and we will see you all. We'll see you all soon. Bye.